Hi gang, Sherry Murray here. Okay, so I've had some feedback where you guys wanted to see me put together a full meal to see how long it took. So I'm gonna do that because I wanna prove to you that cooking does not need to be hard. It needs to be thoughtful, it needs to be delicious, and it needs to be pretty. Those are my three things that I look for when I'm putting together recipes. So I have prepped this to show you what I'm putting in here. That took me, in all honesty, about 15 minutes, okay? So a lot of times it's not even necessarily the different things that you do, but it's the tools that you do it with. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I use that I love. So this right here, I know it seems really simple and easy, right? It's just a little tube. This is how I peel my garlic. So it makes it really easy to get those skins off that sometimes I struggle, well, most times I struggle getting the skins off of the garlic. So that is an incredible tool that I use. And then I mince it up. Oh, it's right here. I mince it up and it's ready to go in. Easy peasy. This is 4 cloves of garlic. Here, onions. I hate chopping onions. So what I'm gonna do in this one is I am just gonna simply quarter the onion, and I'm going to use this tool here so you can see it. And I am simply going to put the onion on it, chopped, no tears. Chopped, whoops, no tears. How easy and simple is that? That took me what, 30 seconds, maybe? Okay, then I have beef bouillon that I just put together. Now, obviously, the longest part of this is boiling the water. So there you go. I have my seasonings just pre-done using these right here. What I really love about these is they're magnetic and they click together. Oops, that was backwards. And they all stack. So they're great to save on space. You always know where everything is because they're stacked together. I love these little ramekins because I can pre-measure my seasonings or whatever and have them out sitting just ready to throw in. And then obviously, can opener to open my can. I mean, this is not rocket science. This is really easy. And with as much as I'm talking, it's probably as long as maybe it took everything to get prepped. So here we go. I am going to stay within our Mexican theme this week. I am going to do, instead of a braised beef stew, I am doing a crock pot beef stew. 2 reasons. Number 1, my meat is frozen. I forgot to take it out last night. Oopsies. Secondly, we actually have an event to go to that will not allow me to cook when we get home. So I want to be able to put this in the crock pot this morning so that it'll cook all day. And so when we come back from our event, it'll be here ready to roll. So when we have frozen meat like this, we want to create a base in the crock pot to put the meat on. So the meat will be the last thing that goes into the crock pot. We're gonna take our onions, we're gonna put them into the crock pot first. Okay. We will take and add in our garlic. We will take our canned tomatoes. Now, this is my favorite brand of tomatoes. So the Cento is what I use almost exclusively. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in there. Easy peasy. I actually wanna make sure that I get all of the tomato out of this pan, so I'm just gonna take some of the beef broth. I just flipped that at me. Swish it around. And just pour the rest in. Now that I have tomato all over my face, hopefully it's not all over my white shirt. All right, beef broth going in. We have our seasoning. So what we have in here is oregano, cumin, cinnamon, salt, and pepper. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in. And I need to get a spoon. And of course, the one that I want is in the dishwasher, but that's okay. We'll use this. So we're just gonna give this a good quick stir to incorporate all of the flavors. Okay, and then we're gonna take 2 pounds of our beef stew meat. Of course, from Thiessen Ranch in Walla Walla. I love that meat. We're just gonna lay this on top. We're gonna flip it around just so that we can really get the meat into the sauce because we want it to cook well. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our olive oil. I am using a garlic infused olive oil just to give it a little bit of oomph. And we're just gonna simply drizzle that over the top. All right, we're gonna put our lid on. We're gonna cook on high. For 2 hours, and then we're going to lower that down to low and cook it for low and slow for another 7 hours or so. What that does on the first 2 hours is it allows that meat to thaw out because it's frozen and start cooking to the proper temperature. And then you're going to have the low and slow that is going to finish off the cooking and give it a nice tender appeal. So, not sure how long that was, but literally, dinner is cooking and it'll be ready to go this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and we'll talk to you soon.